Tyler with Legendary Vegan Art, back with the next series in my next video, my series of painting a portrait of Jared from Hot Pepper Gaming. And last time we put on a lot more red tone in the skin, and we worked a little bit on the red of the lips and the tongue. So I'm going to do a little more working on the mouth today, and I'm probably going to start putting in the hair. If not this time, then very soon, because I've got enough of the skin built up that I don't have to worry about moving the hair color around when I come up against that edge. So I got some good progress done getting the mouth and lips in, and I really won't want to finish that up today. So I'm going to use a very strong permanent alizarin crimson. Not super wet brush, but a very strong color. And really get this in like it needs to be. Very strong color. Don't mean to do that Bob Ross whisper. Very strong color. Very strong. Well, if it happens, I don't mind. There's worse people to sound like. And feather this out a bit. We need to start working on getting the color of the teeth in place, because they don't need to be this bright, shocking white that they are right now. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of this raw umber color and pull in just a little yellow ochre. Keep it very thin. I'm going to put that over teeth. Even thinner. I don't want this to look too just ghastly, which it will if I use too much of this gross kind of slimy brown color. It needs to be pretty subtle, just to tone down the bright white paper. Might have overdone it on the lightness. I think it's fine. Let's get a little more up here. And I'll put in a little more definition between the teeth just a little bit later. I've taken my red a little bit further than this dark shadow line I had, and I can fix that later, but I've learned from last time not to overwork this while it's wet. So while this is drying, I'm going to work on the eyes, because they need some attention. Last time I made a pretty good working eye color out of my Prussian blue and my brown, which makes a nice, slightly greenish gray. And I could water it down and get a pretty good tone. But I need to get it a little darker this time to get the rim of his irises and get those nice and dark. So what I need to do is get these, yeah, here we go, much better. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is let this dry and come back in with my nice scrubby brush and soften that edge, the interior edge a bit, because it's pretty soft on the inside. Sorry, I don't want to talk while I'm doing these detailed bits. Gotta just do everything carefully, just even breathe carefully when you're doing these. I'm actually going to pull in this shadow under the eyelid, because under the eyelid everything's just a little darker. And again, if that weren't wet and I weren't a little more wary of my edges, I would start putting in a nice light gray eye color as well, or for the whites of the eyes. So, okay, right. I know, I need to pull in a little more of this dark color for this facial hair that I put in last time, and I didn't quite have enough, so this raw umber, make sure we have a good color. And I'm going to be a little more bold this time, because if I have too much on my brush, I can just soften it later, but I've been underdoing it far too much recently. So let's pull in this facial hair color. over here. Let's get this shape just right. Actually, I think I need to pull a little of that away so I can get this shape a little better. Alright. That helps redefine this shadow, which had been looking much too dark on its own. But in contrast to pulling up these nearby shadows, looks much better. And there's a shadow line on the other side of his face that I think I should probably define while I'm here. Well, that didn't do much. I just ordered a new tube of raw umber. This sample kit that I've been trying to extend is kind of fading on me. Okay, another thing I need to do when I get around to doing the hair is correcting the line of the face here, because where it goes here I actually need to get a light color to sort of mark it in preliminarily. Doesn't come in very far past the eyebrow, so I really need to just cover this with dark and not have what looks like his forehead coming out way too far. So that will help fix the appearance of the proportions a lot. I can probably also take some dark gray and fix this area of this cheekbone a little bit. It's been bothering me the whole time I've been looking at it because it's not quite right, but yeah, next time we can take care of that. Get just a little more red, really get it on. Alright. Time to be bold. Nice, red, red, red. Okay. Okay, and okay. Over here, I might just pull off the little highlight as it dries. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Just a touch more of this rosy red on the lips. Not all over the whole lips, because I don't want to go back over this lizard and crimson area I just painted down. Start darkening the darker sides of the lips, which is going to be here, up in here, down here. There's going to be a shadow under the lip where the lip and the chin sort of creates a fold, but I'm going to put that in with a different color. I just need to remind myself. Remember to do it later. And let's see, where else is the lip a little darker? Here. There's a definite turn in the plane of the lip from this point here to this turned away section that's in shadow over here. Actually, don't mind pulling in a little bit of this black color, letting that sort of flood into the dark area I have here. Okay. Excellent. I think this, let's get this a little bit damp and scrub away at this iris. One thing you have to be careful of, if you have a bead of water on the metal part of your brush, the ferrule, that can run into your brush at the worst possible time, so be aware of that if you have it. Maybe get rid of it before it causes you any problems. And scrub, scrub, scrub. I want to sound like the guys from that part in The Wizard of Oz. Rub, rub here, scrub, scrub there. That's what I feel like. I may be going a little bit into my my saved highlight area here, especially on this eye when some of the black got under the masking fluid, but that's okay. I can dab it in with a little white gouache later. I don't mind. And I think after that, it's good, be good stopping point. Because I have got to go play Splatoon. Yep, that sounds like the call of the Squid Kids, so I think I'm going to go get on that global test fire while the getting's good, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, keep it vegan. Bye.